Hey everyone, it's Alison Heikkila. Thank you so much for joining me. It's time for day 5 of the Spellbinders 13 Days of Craftoween. Take a look at how pretty this is. This reminds me so much of my daughter Rhiannon. This picture is so up her alley. I think it's really cool. And the back is black and pink stripes. So let's find out what's inside and make something fabulous with it.
This is so gorgeous. Like, I would love a print of this, minus the day 5, but you know, I would love a print of this to hang somewhere. It's just gorgeous. I love the colors too. Okay. Ready? Oh, it's a spada with a top hat. Keeping it real this Halloween. That is funny. I know some people are not going to love this one. Mom, you're one of them, but he's kind of cute. He's cute. All right, let us make our tag. I pre-cut all of the pieces like I've been doing, and this one doesn't have a lot of parts. Really fast and easy to put this one together. The white goes on the bottom, and then you're going to do your second layer, which is for the eyes, and then the top layer. I decided to go with a black glittery cardstock because I wanted this dapper fella to be a bit steampunk. I thought that would be a fun way to make this tag today. So I'm putting him together there. You can see that I've got some patterned paper that I use. This is really old. It's from Die Cuts with a View. Both pieces that I'm attaching for the hat are the same. I just happen to use E37 to color the band to make it darker. It's a glossy cardstock, so it took the alcohol marker really well. But it's got this really cool floral design, which, you know, you really can't see because it's a small top hat. But it worked really well for the steampunk vibe that I was going for. I'm attaching the legs. Again, super fast to do this one. This is the fastest one so far, I think. He's cute. He's cute. Spiders are not everybody's favorite, but this fella is ready to party. All right, so I have a 3x5 inch gel plate and Cappuccino Delight Kaleidacolor inks from Imagine. Guys, wait till you see how fast this is going to be. Don't blink because you're going to miss it. I'm going to roll this out really fast with my brayer, place my tag on there, and then I'm going to grab some scrap paper. You can see I've used it for a bunch of inky things. Press that down, and voila. Finished background. Done. I mean, if you want. Of course, I'm going to go a couple of steps further, but how cool is that? And there's still lots of ink on my brayer, and I wound up rolling that off onto the gel plate again a couple of times and got some other fresh prints from that. So now I've got this huge, awesome stencil from Studio Light. I don't think it's still available. I'll have it linked below if I can find it. It's called Mask MM27. I really don't think that you can get it anymore. But anyway, if you've got some type of gear stencil to go with that steampunk look, go for it. I grabbed Vintage Photo and started ink blending, and it wasn't going heavy enough fast enough. So I said, you know what, forget it. Let's just go in with VersaFine, Clair, and Acorn, which is a really nice reddish brown. I don't use this one too much because of that red undertone, but in this scenario, it's perfect. Look at how quickly that's coating. No shots against Distress inks. Of course, you know I love them, but for this, I wanted to just get it done quickly. And I'm just using a cosmetic sponge to get that ink nice and thick and applied quickly. You can emboss with this. It's a pigment ink, so if you wanted to go on top of it with, you know, a clear or a color or even a sparkle, that's totally fine. I did not want to do that this time. I thought about it. I did, but I opted to just not do it. So I've got some cardstock here, and I chose a different sentiment than what's in the little thing that the spider comes in. I went Monstrously Fun Wishes instead. Nothing wrong with the Creepin' It Real. I just wanted to go with this one. I thought it would be fun. I also thought about looking for my gears and adding those as like a dimensional embellishment, but I had no idea where they were. And quite honestly, I didn't feel like searching, so I didn't. But know that it was in my mind to use some actual gears as an embellishment, and that would have been cool. But he's looking nice and steampunky, isn't he? So I grabbed the Vintage Photo again and inked the edges of that. I used a larger brush. I could have used my Shader 1 Plus, Shader 1 Plus brushes from Waffle Flower, but I just went with the big guy because it was already out. I grabbed the Vintage Photo again and inked the edges of that. I used a larger brush. I could have used my Shader 1 Plus, Shader 1 Plus brushes from Waffle Flower, but I just went with the big guy because it was already out. So now I put some foam tape, 1mm foam tape on the back of the top hat because the spider itself has 3 layers of cardstock. So it's built up pretty high in comparison to just the top hat, which is sitting obviously on top of his head. So I wanted to fill in that space a bit. So the 1mm foam tape, that's from scrapbook.com, was just perfect. You could have also just used more cardstock layers, but this was just faster. So I popped him on there. Got my little sentiment on there. This is a fast one, you guys. Really fast. And now I've got this really pretty ribbon. I'm having fun looking through all of my ribbons and finding things that work with these tags. But that's it. That's the tag for today. Super fast, super easy. Break out your gel press and make a fast background and then stencil on top. You'll love the results. That's it for me and my cute little spider. I will see you tomorrow for day 6. Be well, stay safe. Peace out.